Say you have to thank an uncle you don't like very much, or you're calling off the wedding but you're staying in touch, or your sister's dating someone who's suspiciously gay, or you killed your neighbor's cat and you don't know what to say. You find yourself attracted to your brother's old flame, or you're called your current lover by another one's name. Just send your situation in a letter to me, 'cause you've got a greeting card emergency.
Warning, this episode contains very mild spoilers of an unsurprising nature.
Welcome to Greeting Card Emergency. I am your host, David Ellis Dickerson. Lately, when I mention that I used to be a greeting card writer, people are likely to ask, "Oh, did you see that movie 500 Days of Summer? How accurate was that?" Because in 500 Days of Summer, Joseph Gordon-Leavitt plays a greeting card writer as part of the plot. The short answer to that question is, it's a hell of a lot better than Mr. Deeds. The longer answer is more complicated and interesting, and I thought I would take this opportunity in a special bonus edition of Greeting Card Emergency to examine scenes in the movie and give it a sort of running report card. And this is what I have, the 500 Days of Summer Accuracy Report Card. So in order to discuss the individual scenes, I am going to be using popsicle stick puppets and this diorama.
The first scene is in a conference room. You can see Joseph Gordon-Levitt here. This is Clark Gregg, who plays his boss. And this is an actress. I don't actually know who she is, but I put Jessica Biel's head on her because I figure that way I'll get more hits. She's going, well, and so I think Everyone's a Friend today will be a big hit for our company. And right then, I thought, we're in trouble.
No greeting card company has ever invented a holiday. It's a widely held misconception, but all you have to do is look up any holiday you can think of on, say, Wikipedia or in any other kind of reference book, and you'll notice it's always like some business person, it's never someone associated with the greeting card industry, is what I'm saying.
So for the first category, theory of holiday creation, we have to give the movie an F, but things will get better, as you'll see as soon as we switch out scenes. Okay, the next scene, we're in the boss's office, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt says, you know, what'd you call me in for? And he says, I need to talk to you about your work, and look at this card you have written. And the card says, roses are red, violets are blue, essentially, screw you, you bitch. And he says, well, I haven't been feeling very good. Does this mean I'm being fired? And, oh, sorry. And his boss says, no, I just think you need to work for a while in sympathy.
Okay, there are two major problems with this second scene. The first is that the guy's holding a bad card, a really, really bad card, and clearly it's been printed up. It's on like good coated glossy stock paper, it's got the printing done on it, it's essentially ready for market, and that would never happen. All greeting card writers submit their stuff on 3x5 cards, on computer printouts or whatever, and they get voted on in meetings and bad cards get turned down. Second, a card that says roses are red, violets are blue, screw you, it's not even a good bad card. And a really good greeting card writer, which this guy proves himself to be in other scenes in the movie, writes a very good bad card. There are examples of good bad cards in my book, but that's as much as I'm going to push it right now.
So for its rather flawed notion of bad cards, we have to give it a C.
On the other hand, there are two good things. One is clearly the design, the set design looks like a greeting card company. You know, the sort of brown walls, the gray cubicles, it was very, very similar. The other thing that's good is the boss's approach. In The Lonely Guy, when Steve Martin writes this really awful card, he gets fired. In this movie, he doesn't get fired. Instead, his boss says, I think you might want to move to another kind of card. I talk about this in my book. You can't always write funny cards if your personal life is going to hell. So when people have difficulty, you just move to another kind of card. And this guy really comes across like an actual greeting card manager. That was well done.
So in a kind of late rally, not only does set design get an A, but the character of the boss also gets an A, leading to an average grade, given other intangibles, of B-, which may not be great, but it does make it far and away the best movie about greeting cards ever made. So congratulations.
So that's it for this bonus episode of Greeting Card Emergency. Remember to send your emergencies to me at greetingcardemergency@gmail.com. In the meantime, I hope this has made your day slightly more pleasant.